When you hear the name Eliud Owalo Foundation, what comes to your mind?
I'm seeing a foundation that is there to empower.
What clicked is just finance.
Free treatment to the community.
Here we associate it with bigger and bigger things.
In the field of education, the foundation has indeed done big things, from fostering innovation and changes in education to giving new beginnings to schools in need. Kameto Primary and Junior School in Rarieda, Siaya County has been reborn. This is a complete transformation. This was the school before and now after. This transformation followed the intervention of the M-Pesa Foundation, who partnered with the Eliud Owalo Foundation.
So all the old buildings were brought down. And what you are now seeing here is a new Kameto Primary and Junior School, a new school. Eliud Owalo is a son of the soil, so he came to visit the school. Then he found the situation at which the school was in. I was there. Then I requested him to at least do something.
Not only was the school overhauled, the school was also gifted with a state-of-the-art computer lab, and now even members of the community outside the school come to use the facility.
We have a total of 28 learners from the community.
And it is the same story in Oboch Primary School, also in Siaya County. Once again, the M-Pesa Foundation helped overhaul the school.
There was a request to improve the school. And this one was taken up by Eliud Owalo Foundation.
Similarly, in the neighborhood, Siger Secondary School received a donation of 22 computers, courtesy of John Omo, Secretary General of the African Telecommunications Union.
The foundation has really supported us in terms of education. These 10 computers are being used by the students for revision and also familiarizing themselves with computers. We are also very grateful because the CBE curriculum requires that students be able to be exposed to computers, and for both reasons: one, for enjoyment, and two, for ICT learning.
The Eliud Owalo Foundation was born out of the realization that there's a service delivery gap. Government alone cannot provide services in a sustainable manner to the wider Kenyan public. That is why Eliud Owalo Foundation came in as an urgent necessity to address the service delivery gaps in the spheres of education, health, youth and women empowerment, and augmented by us an ICT as a cross-cutting enabler.
The foundation is at the forefront in revolutionary problem solving, from fostering innovation and changes in education to critical interventions in girl-child education, for example.
I, being the only female TSC teacher for a long time, the learners used to come to me, "Madam, what do we do? I'm on my menses," and then sometimes I also don't have the funds, but now I have to look for it. So when Eliud Owalo Eliud Owalo Foundation brought us sanitary pads, those pads served the learners for about a year. They were happy, and they were coming to school. You know, girl child, when they're on their menses and they cannot afford the sanitary towels, they won't come to school.
The foundation also takes seriously the plight of the needy. Take the case of Agustin Martin Mwangi of Gaichanjiru High School in Murang'a County. Despite his brilliance, Agustin was struggling to pay his school fees.
It was last year during our annual prize giving day, whereby Dr. Owalo was the chief guest. So I was doing a presentation on a narrative. After I had finished doing my presentation on the narrative, that's when I met with Dr. Owalo. So during that time, he had told me that he was happy about my presentation And so I also made him aware about the challenges I was facing, which was my school fees arrears over my time. And so that is then after he now promised now to give me the support on my fees, and he has paid for me now until now. I'm near now to complete my high school course.
This year, in April, he lost his father. His father was the breadwinner of the family. And I couldn't imagine what would have happened if he didn't have that support.
Further afield in Siaya County, we meet David Muga. David qualified for Maseno National School but lacked the requisite funds. He is yet another beneficiary of the foundation's compassion.
I finished my class 8 and I passed scoring 399 marks, and I didn't have school fee, and I was posted in the Facebook to ask for scholarship, and with the help of Eliud Owalo Foundation by the CS Eliud Owalo sponsored me to reach Maseno School.
Young people below 35 years make up 75% of Kenyan's population. This youth bulb can either be our greatest gift or our greatest risk. When excluded, the youth bulb becomes a ticking time bomb of frustration, joblessness, crime, and social tension.
I would like to thank the Eliud Owalo Foundation for coming through for David Muga. Muga is a disciplined student. He is the spiritual leader in their class and is dedicated. Even in our Tumbly Awards, he has emerged as the neatest student.
Meanwhile, his needy parents also got seed money to start a business for their upkeep.
Hii biashara nataka kushukuru Mungu kwa sababu ili ipatikane ilipitia kwa Eliud Owalo Foundation ambao walichukua mtoto, na walipochukua mtoto hawakukoma hapo. Walitaka kujua ya kwamba huyu mtoto anaporudi nyumbani, kwa sababu wazazi hawana uwezo, watakuwa anajisaidia aje ili asipate stress. Wazazi hawana cha kukula, hawana cha kukula mahali pale, ashikwe na stress, akose kusoma vizuri akifikiria vile wazazi wanaishi.
And it's not only David Muga's mother who's been empowered by the foundation business-wise. Wherever the foundation has footprints, stories of empowerment abound.
Hizi ng'ombe tunazichukua, tunaziweka mahapa na zinakaa a maximum of 5 months. Tunazipeleka Nairobi, zikisha, na pia unajua hatuzinunui mara moja kulingana na mapato yenye tuko nayo. Saa zingine kwa mwezi tunaweza nunua moja ama hata baada ya miezi 2 tununue. Sasa kitambo tuzikusanye mpaka zifike ng'ombe 18 zenye tunapeleka Nairobi, inachukuanga muda wa miezi 5 ama chini ya hapo. Tumeanza kupeana emergency loan kwa hawa mama wetu ambao wanafanya biashara ndogo ndogo ya mboga, ya kuuza nyanya. Hivyo tunawapatia a maximum of 5,000, alafu anarudisha kwa muda wa mwezi mmoja.
I would like for the chicken rearing business at least target to have more than 1,000 chickens. But for now, we have roughly around 300.
Other empowered beneficiaries include the women of Riat Kolemo Market Sacco.
Eliud Owalo Foundation negotiated for the traders to get assistance from the Kenya pipeline. That gave them 1 million shillings. That was distributed to the traders. By then, there were 69 traders who each got 14,000 to boost their business. They requested also for a police station, and Eliud Owalo Foundation managed to secure funds from the national CDF to construct a police station which is being constructed across the road.
I can say thank you kwa Mheshimiwa Eliud Owalo. Alikuja hapa kwa soko yetu naitwa Riat Kolemo Market. Akatupea pesa ya kufanya biashara. Ilipata kama tuko chini kiasi, lakini kwa vile alikuja akatupea hiyo pesa, naona siku hizi tumeendelea. Wamama wamefanya biashara.
Imenifungulia macho
Sasa nimejua kumbe kuna sako, ukiingia kwa sako, biashara yako unaweza kuendesha kwa njia rahisi. Juu hapo unaweza kupata loan, unapata funzo na mawaidha tofauti tofauti. Sasa nimeshukuru na nimempenda sana Eliud Owalo juu ametufungua macho sisi wa mama wa Rarieda.
With its tentacles spreading far and wide in the region, in South Nyanza we find Silk Sacco that started as a self-help group for widows with as little contributions as 20 Kenyan shillings per person. Now not only taking kids to school, but also they've now launched several livelihood initiatives that the members now use to raise money.
Eliud Owalo Foundation gave us a seed capital of 1M. By that time, we were 1,000 plus, but now we are 2,500 members. We are learning and it's coming back, the interest. Now we have the 10s, 4 10s, we have 337 chairs. This is an achievement. We also get a land for us to do the farming, that is the groundnut farming.
And we have 700 widows currently. We are supporting. The 1 million we were given by the Eliud Owalo Foundation impacted well on us in our activities. One, we managed to take our kids to school in various institutions.
These societies were also facilitated to go through the registration process by Eliud Owalo Foundation. So they were registered. By mid-2024, all the cooperative societies were now in place, registered, and started recruiting members.
The Eliud Owalo Foundation has supported us with capacity building, doing various trainings, like we've been trained about financial management. We've been trained about the green economy. We've been trained on the SMEs, the small-scale business men and women. We've been trained on that. We've been also trained about health issues.
Elsewhere in Kabondo Kasipul, we meet Pamela Worouma, actively engaged in fish pond farming and various community development initiatives aimed at improving livelihoods and inspiring fellow women in the area.
Before I interacted with the Eliud Owalo Foundation, I did not have intention of doing this. And immediately we met in Homa Bay County as the Homa Bay County chapter women traders. Although those we were taught in Homa Bay, I came back to put them in practice. Being a chair, I had to be a role model. So I have to do something that when women see, it can change their attitude. I have 4,000 fingerlings. They are 2 months old. They'll take 8 months to mature. I'll net about 1.2 M.
Not forgetting the fisher folk in the vast Lake Victoria. Fishing infrastructure is set for massive expansion.
When the foundation agreed to support this association, mostly from the Lake Victoria beach management units, which brings the 5 counties together, to have a very good engagement with the entire Ministry of Fisheries. The bigger win, which of course was our first priority, was to have ABDP agree to support investment in fish handling infrastructure.
Our focus on sectors like fisheries and sugarcane reflects their importance to millions of rural households. The blue economy alone supports over 10 million Kenyans, while sugarcane sustains up to 400,000 smallholder farmers while indirectly benefiting up to 6 million people through trade, transport, and agro-processing.
The foundation has also contributed immensely to the advancement of sports. Gor Mahia Football Club, for example, has benefited immensely from the donation of a modern bus, support to legends, and lots of donations in kind.
It's
This is the human aspect of it, which is rare. Who will care about legends? What use are they to the club? But here he is, somebody who is concerned about welfare of the retired players, which acts as an impetus for the existing players to say, look, we are not doomed. That is one achievement that I can attribute to the Eliud Owalo Foundation. The second one is the purchase of a club bus, which we see with a clear mark on it, the Eliud Owalo Foundation. So that if anybody doubts the existence or the performance of the foundation, you will see.
Apart from Gor Mahia, other beneficiaries include Nzoia Football Club, recipient of support from the foundation.
Eliud Owalo alikuja akatembelea last season wakati timu ilikuwa katika disparate position. Wachezaji walikuwa hopeless, yani hatukuwa na support. Kampuni pia ilikuwa imedraw their sponsors, na akakuja at the right time. Tulikuwa na travel kama tuko tumevaa madoadoa, akatusaidia na trucks. They were very good, ikatusaidia hata ikaficha uchi wetu. That hata tulikuwa tunafika katika uwanjani hata teams zinatuogopa.
God sent an angel who is Owalo. He came through. Tulikuwa mbaya sana. As in terms of travel, hatuna hiyo as in hiyo truck suit ya kutravel. Akuja akatupatia cash. Some of us tulipa rent. Ya pili tulibuy foods ambayo chakula ilikuwa inatusaidia tukikula, at least tunaenda kwa uwanja tunafanya nini? Tuna push. And that's why tulipush hadi mwisho tukafanya tukabaki kwa league.
Other football clubs that have enjoyed support from the foundation include FC Leopards, Shabana, Vihiga United, and Kakamega Homeboys. And at Nyilima, there is a renewed fighting spirit amongst the ranks of the Dero Football Club.
From the foundation, we have received tracksuits, 30 tracksuits for the players, and we've also received, last season we received a token of 300,000 for the motivation of the team. We've received 6 balls, and we also received the basketballs, volleyball balls, and also the netball balls, and also support. And through the foundation, we are also here to receive a mini stadium here, which will also help us to boost team.
The game of basketball, which is a favorite pastime of the CEO of the foundation, by the way, also speaks of bountiful boosts and support.
Through the Eliud Owalo Foundation tournament, last year we had 2 tournaments, one for the schools edition, which was held in Kisumu. We had 26 teams from all the 6 counties of Nyanza. And in that tournament, we had schools taking part, 13 girls and 13 boys schools. So from that tournament, the foundation was able to kit all the teams and to organize a tournament and reward all the students who took part.
For me, the Eliud Owalo Foundation, really in terms of talent identification, that was great support from the foundation to the federation. Some of these players have been able to get scholarships post the tournament. We have players who are now playing in Strathmore on scholarships, and that is giving them the opportunity to further their education, which is something that is really great for the young talents.
I became the most valuable player, and by that I was drafted to come and play for Strathmore. Offered 90% scholarship, tuition scholarship to study at Strathmore University.
It has played a really big role, considering the tournament that he has partnered with KBF, where it was right before playoffs, where they provided jerseys, there was prize money, there was also warmers, and the most of all, there was we gained exposure.
Great strides have been made in the critical health sector as well. With a passion for transforming lives, the foundation partnered with top healthcare professionals to offer free medical screening, specialist consultations, and treatments for chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, kidney and heart diseases. The LUAC and SEGA medical camps saw a massive turnout.
I had a chest pain, where of which I was directed to the X-ray, and I was done the X-ray, after which I was found having pneumonia, and I was given good medicines which helped me to recover my sickness.
These camps are a crucial lifeline, offering early diagnosis and care that many in rural and marginalized communities otherwise miss out on.
We treated more than 200 people who are suffering from malaria even that day, because they were being tested and the diagnosis was made. So the greater portion of the population we saw even on that day, they were suffering from malaria.
The turnout was so huge, it couldn't be handled here in the facility. We had to seek a venue which was at least spacious. So we opted to do it at the Sega Township Primary School grounds.
But even as these stories unfold, each voice a note in the anthem of change, there remains so much more to do. The future beckons for partnership and dedication so that together we might shape these precious lives, unlocking the full spectrum of human potential.
We appreciate and thank you, our CS Eliud Owalo, for the great job of getting 1 million. It's not easy. And now we are requesting for more revolving funds to our needy members.
So we need seed money. In Bondo, we have some members with cages. They want to expand their business. They want to buy additional cages. They want to put. One cage is about 150,000. We are not able to give them that.
On here I don't have electricity. That is the main problem I have. I don't have water in the compound, so my plants are really drying up. When sun comes, I lose a lot.
We still hope that we could come through again, we join his sponsorship so that to join this road to Kenya Premier League again. Where you are, God bless you and welcome again.
For the foundation, I'll request the good office of the Eliud Owalo Foundation to assist us in getting an ICT hub in Nyilema, since the boys' football is getting modernized, and for that, when the boys come around, they can also review the games and also they've also played.
We still urge Eliud Owalo Foundation to continue with this scholarship even after Form 4, because on our side, we will deliver.
So I would really make a plea to the national government, county government, even the non-governmental organizations, partners, and maybe the well-wishers. If there is any place that you people would really wish to come and invest, come and really offer your grants, come to Awendo Iron Ladies Women.
The Eliud Owalo Foundation invites you to join us in transforming Kenya by optimizing the potential of our women, empowering our youth, and strengthening community health and livelihoods. Together, we can turn marginalization into inclusion, effort into opportunity, and potential into prosperity. Let's turn a ticking time bomb into a ticking time bomb and power Kenya's future. One woman, one youth, and one community at a time.